Hello, Anna Malos Kidsman here with weekly dose of inspiration, motivation with provocation, all with intention to have the most beautiful, the most aligned, the most juicy life for you and me. Anything I learned along the way, anything I discovered, anything that helps me, I want to share with you. Sometimes I have guests. I have not had a guest in a long time. I feel like we are due for somebody. But I don't know. I wasn't drawn and called. I invited a couple of people, but they participate for this or other reason. But yeah, so we are rolling with the solos. And today's solo is something that is coming up so strongly. And sometimes I was thinking about like how sometimes I just repeat myself, but there are these themes right now that are coming up constantly, and we need those reminders, especially in these times of constant distraction and, our attention being pulled in so many directions. But today is really all about our hygiene of our energy, how important it is, especially in times now when they are so, like literally yesterday I was lying in bed and I was like, this world is exhausting. And it's, I think every generation has its kind of situation they are dealing with, right? Like my grandparents, it was war. My parents, for example, in Poland, it was communism. Like every generation has something. But I think our generations, our times just have so many this almost like invisible, untouchable enemies, not enemies, but like barriers and harsh things. Well, it took me 5 years for this cat to be that close and come out of the shell when I'm around. Wait. Like between like phones grabbing our attention, all this is like division in the world, the chaos that is created, the environmental issues we are dealing with, right? It's all there, but it's like, right? Like you can't, like, it's not like you can't fully feel it. It's just like right here in your head, like this tension and this heaviness and this load of information and fears that are just not tangible. You know what I mean? When you think about it, like all even past generation, even war, like, is it like really tangible? Like maybe when you have, bombs flying or whatever, but anyway, I feel like we are dealing with so many stuff like this, and that's why it's just so important to not numb it. Always remember, right? Like I always talk about it, feel your feelings, but do it in the pockets and don't carrying it around, because our energy, this is just a reminder that your energy affects so many people around you, and it's not just immediate family or immediate partners you're living in the same space. Your energy field is like, I think it's like, what is 3 feet, 4 feet? If you are like really spiritual, it can be even higher. So it's gigantic. And it's really like, I think I feel it a lot living in a city that, when there was pandemic, I just could feel like I had to detach myself from it, but I could just feel this constant tension. And it wasn't coming from me, like I was fearful. It was just, I felt it from outside. And we do that for each other. Like I put this example so many times and it, right? You come in the room and energy is heavy. You say energy is heavy, the atmosphere is heavy because there is this tension, or somebody creates it or has it in them and works through it. So it's just so important to, on daily basis, like somebody told me this amazing, and I think I just mentioned it in another episode, this amazing tool when you are dealing with grief, right? Like have a 15 minutes a day, let your feelings flow through, cry, scream, whatever you need to, punch the pillow, whatever you need to feel your feelings, name them in the body, name them where they are, what they are, why you're feeling them, write about them, whatever your process is. I can't tell you what it is. You need to figure out for yourself how you process your emotions, right? As long as you don't make decisions, as long as you are not hurting anybody else. And then go to the world and try to raise your vibration, raise your energy, raise your mood. I think the most amazing thing, there are 3 most amazing simple things that you can do always, literally anywhere you are. First of all is gratitude. Again, it's oldie but goodie. If you just for a second, you are like feeling you're vibing low, you're feeling you're going down, and you just for 5 seconds list 10 things you're grateful for now, at this point, you will see your energy like automatically raises and it's on the higher vibe and higher vibration. That's one. The second one is journaling. Always. You don't have to carry journal with you. You have notes in your phone. You can do voice notes. Let it out. Spit it out. If there's something negative, let it out. Let it through. Digest it that way. Or record again something positive or something uplifting or a pep talk for yourself, or write a pep talk for yourself. Again, I think journaling is just such a amazing way to like let things out and let things through and bring good things and focus on good things in your life. And the last but not least is obviously breath work, any kind of like a somatic movement of the body, like even shaking, even jumping, like literally jumping can shake things off. I sometimes, when we fight in a car, who doesn't, I like to do I don't know, who was it, Mel Robbins, I think so, like this 5-second rule that you do, like, okay, the mood is shifting and you do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and at 1, like you all shift your mood and start talking about something else. So again, like something like 10 breaths or like a minute of deep breathing or just simple breathe in, breathe out. I think it's just such an amazing way to kind of shift things up, turn things around, shift your energy. Obviously, I don't have to add the fourth one always, touch the tree, go take your shoes, stand on the ground. She's going to suck it out, everything out of you. Mother Earth, all the negative energy, and I don't know how she does it, transmute it into something else, but she does. It's probably nothing for her, just like this human little energy. But that always is like, for me, like even just focusing on nature, like if you can't touch the tree, just look at the sky, an abundance of sky and air, and look at this amazing space. So it's just so important to use those little tools, again, always available to us, always at any point. And I am learning it more and more to really implement it and be cautious about it, because I know how heavy the world is, and our personal work, each of us, is to divert it, to shift it on our level, our personal level, because trust me, it does affect the collective tremendously. You are responsible for a collective energy, in your own little circle or larger circle, wherever circle you have. Let's clean our energies daily. Let's be cautious of it. Let's not gossip. Oh my God, lately I'm just so over gossip energy. Let's not talk about others. Let's talk about, projects, ideas, us, our feelings and solutions. And the most important, let's not give in to this rhetoric of chaos, division, and really fear that is being created. It really frustrates me on some level. That's something that I work on daily. But we just cannot give in to this manipulation at any, even if something pisses you off just for a second. That's why I don't watch news anymore. I just don't. I know information that is meant to me will find me, but I just don't watch it, because all this chaos and fear and division that is created through it is just it's just insane. So don't give in to it. Focus on you, on your growth, on your healing, on your family, on your friends, on your home, on your community, and raise your vibes daily. Okay, until the next time, love and light.